Yeah.
What my brain knew I could do, my body was like, "You're dreaming."
Yeah.
I think I played 10 minutes and asked to be subbed off.
And then the golf. That's where the golf journey began.
TGC Unplugged. Welcome to the T.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right. So first and foremost, welcome everybody. Welcome to TGC Unplugged. It's something that me and Jimmy spoke about a few times now, and nothing really came of it to start with. I suppose we just sort of got together recently and went, "Hey, we should do this," and you got super excited.
Yeah, I know. Lucky you told me last. Otherwise, I think half of Perth would know. I always find out last, but
Yeah,
there's a reason. There's a reason behind it. There's method in the madness. So
need to keep your excitement raw.
yeah, no, it is. It's good. No, I'm excited. It's something that we've sort of been like snowballing and figuring out. I think we've been so concentrated on trying to figure out all our events and that sort of stuff. But
Yep.
it's exciting. We're here, so I'm going to give it a crack and see if people like us, and if they don't, they'll tell us to get stuffed. But
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see how we go.
And we just went to it.
Yeah.
No, but obviously I think the whole theme behind it is there's a lot that we do. There's a lot of content that we put out there, and sometimes it's hard to sort of get that content out to absolutely everybody. So the podcast will give us the opportunity to now do it in a different way. People can sit back and listen to you and I talk some golf, talk some non-golf and everything in between, and really just keep everybody up to date and just a completely different way.
Yeah.
So this is as much as it's going to be a bit of fun for you and me, it's also we want to make it a bit of fun for you guys too. So if you do like what we're doing and you want to see more of this, obviously let us know, because that's what's going to drive us and fuel us to do more of it. So I think to start off, I think it's probably important that there's a lot of people out there who actually don't know who you and I are as people and as golfers, and how we all got into everything. So maybe we'll just start off with a couple of questions for each other to get the audience to understand who we are better.
Yeah.
So I'll start with you, obviously, Jimmy. Let's go with, well, obviously your name's Jimmy, so Jimmy short.
James.
James.
Only mum calls me James.
James.
That's when I'm in trouble. So, but, I think most people know me by Jimmy and stuff like that.
Yeah. No middle name.
Yeah, middle name Christopher and John, 2 middle names. So one of those ones. So
that sounds very formal.
Yeah, both of my granddad's first names. So
yeah,
mum and dad's names. So
yeah, nice.
Keep it in the family.
And you're how many years young?
34. Turned 34 this year on the 21st of May, 1990. So it was a good year. Collingwood won the premiership that year, so I think I was always born to be a Pie supporter. So.
And born here?
Yes, born in Perth.
Yep.
Yeah, born in Perth. Yeah, I always say I think Dad's from Melbourne, so I feel like I've got a bit of Victorian blood in me. But born and bred in Perth, and I love it here. I think we've got one of the best cities in the world. So
yeah. All right, and obviously you have a partner or fiance, Tash.
Yes, got engaged last year in June. Went to Koh Samui, which was very nice, and popped the question and greased the knee up. So yeah, I've just been enjoyed like being engaged the last year and a bit, doing it a little bit different against the curve. But got Tash. Been with Tash for over 5 years now. So got a couple of dogs, no kids. So they keep us busy enough.
Well, people will say having the dogs are pretty much anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So
they eat the same, they shit the same. It's all the same.
Yeah.
And then obviously for a job, what do you do during the day?
So I just ticked over actually 10 years. So I've got my own lawn mowing and gardening business called JC Cuts. So if you need any lawn mowing and gardening, you know where to come. But I've been doing that for 10 years. So
Not Jim's mowing.
Not Jim's mowing. I actually started with Jim's mowing, funnily enough. So you did 2 years there.
Did you get people going, "Hey, are you the real Jim?
Yeah, there's actually a funny thing. I had to go to Melbourne to do a course, and you actually got to meet him. And after like chatting for a while, and they introduced him as David Penman, and I thought mustn't be him, but that's not. So his middle name is James, so it's David James Penman. So I said, your name's not even Jim. So I had the bucket hat, I had the beard, I had the name, but still no discount. So I did 2 years with them, and they were good. But 8 years on my own now, so it's good. I don't think I could ever go back for working for someone. It's too. Lifestyle's too good. Yeah. Too flexible. Can play as much golf as needed. So
yeah. Good for some.
Yeah, good for some.
And then sport as a junior, was golf something you took up as a junior, or was it you in other sports?
Golf didn't come in till I was probably about 24 25 or 26. So just footy and cricket were the main ones, and then obviously a little bit of t-ball and baseball when you're younger. But yeah, footy was the main one. Took over from cricket, not any high level, just like a B grade. Sort of played for Bull Creek Leeming, which was good. And then unfortunately tore my ACL playing a game, and found out I had after getting my surgery done, found out after a long process, it was about 9 months, I couldn't get it right. And then I got diagnosed with a form of arthritis called ankylosing spondylitis. So AS for short. That's what I say, AS for short. So, but yeah, it was a bit of a shame because I always loved, also a bit of mixed indoor netball and all that sort of stuff was good fun, but it was, and that's what drew me to golf because, well, one, you can't get injured. So that was, well, you can.
I have a story for you. Don't worry. You can get injured, I can tell you.
Got into golf, and I think for me, and a lot of people would know, a lot of people are about to know, hopefully, with this podcast launching and that, just the competitive beast, to be able to compete and stuff like that it was always in me, and it always has been. So
yeah,
it was nice to be able to find golf, and far out now it's booming. So many people, like I said, when I'm mowing lawns in the backyards and in the sheds, you see so many golf clubs, and it's nice to be able to chat to people who are 80, but then people who are 15 or 14 playing. So
yeah. I think it's definitely cool. I can definitely see that as well. Like you go to people's houses and, it won't be a set of Titleist or whatever. It'll just be some old rickety set of clubs that they've had forever. And they still go out.
Things,
but they have a set.
Yeah. These old wooden 3 woods and that. No, it's good. It's a good talking point, and it's crazy how big it's got. I remember I started at Whaleback, like playing at Whaleback, and I remember just being able to get on easy. And now it's like you can't even, you ring up, hey, can I have a hit? And it's like, nah, you're not. Sorry, mate, we're booked out for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty crazy, and I think we'll touch on that later on. But your handicap? What's your current handicap at the moment?
I think I just blew myself out to 13.1, but I was at a 12.8, which was the lowest I've ever been, which was handy. So got a couple of competitions going on with a few of the boys. Race the singles. So a few steak dinners and a couple of bottles of red on the line. But no, it's good. It's good. That's the funny thing, I guess, with golf. You're not just competitive against other people, but you're also competitive against yourself. And that's that's what I've found is a good thing. The grind's always there. So
And good. Coaches, have you had any professional lessons, anything like that? Have you been doing any of that sort of stuff?
I had a couple. Well, when I first started, Paul from Whaleback, he sort of helped me out, and then I've had a couple from Luke Gerard down at Melville. I know you do some stuff with him. No, he's really good
guy. Yep.
But my probably my long-term one, and he's more of a friend than a coach, and someone that too, is Clark Osborne. So the GM down at Hammersley there, running Hammersley, and he's helped me massively. Also with the mental side of thing as well, because he played such a high level of golf.
Yeah, he did indeed.
In New Zealand and stuff like that. So
I think it's really cool playing with him a few times, and even in match play, you can see it's like someone flicks a switch in him.
He's a different beast. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad he's on our European side. Put it that way.
That's all right. We've got some tough competitors in the USA. Don't worry. All right, home course,
Gosnells.
Yeah,
Gosnells, as many people would know. Obviously, we had our TGC final, the major there, and the cup race finished up there. So I was lucky enough to get the W, which was nice. But home course is Gosnells, and that's absolutely humming at the moment. Playing there again on the weekend, I believe. So really looking forward to it.
And what's the preference of time and day there? Like what's your go-to day at Gosnells that you like to play?
There's a Thursday group with a bunch of guys that I play with. We play for a bit of cash, I think, as everyone does out there as well. So that's good fun. But we normally they tee off at 11. But for me, far out, if I could pick my perfect time and day, it would probably be about, I'd say, 8 o'clock, but anywhere between 8 and 8:30 on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Finish up around 12:31. Have some lunch, depending on where you've played, overlooking the 9th or the 18th. The people coming in, and that's probably my preferred time. So
nice. Saturdays are a good day. Competitive fields on Saturdays.
Yeah, competitive fields, but I just think through summer and that they're the best days. You can get lost in a few beers and then maybe a bottle of red wine as well. So
tough. Any golf superstitions?
I don't think so.
No.
I used to I used to have a couple, and then they sort of got thrown out the window. Where I always used to wear the same pair of red jocks when I first started. Yeah, I don't know why.
Are they still around?
Nah, they're long gone. They're long. The bonds are long gone. So that was even pre-Tash that they got thrown out. But nah, no real. Always have a chip and a putt before, but don't really have sort of any routine now.
Yeah, okay.
There's just too much. There's too much going on to be able to, I mean, if you've got a big event coming up, obviously you do different types of things. But I think, no superstitions for me.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Yeah, I actually do have some funny superstitions. A lot of guys and girls who play with me know of these. So I use a line on the ball, always have. And
Yeah, you've told me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a weirdo.
Yeah. It's
Tell 'em.
so mental. Like, it just gets stuck in my head. So
Yeah.
I use a line for putting, and I have to. It can be the line, or it can be the. I put 2 dots on the ball next to the number. The color of the line and the dots have to match the color shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
You're a freak.
But it goes. There's actually another level to that. So, and this level was actually brought out of me by Alex, the old golf collective.
Alex Mackay. Yeah, okay. Yep.
We were talking about it one day, and
coach.
we were talking about superstitions, and he was telling me that he's got one where he has to have his Powerade or Gatorade match the same color of the shirt that he's wearing on the day.
Yeah.
So then once I heard that,
that's different. You incorporated it.
well, once I use a line and then the colors, it's just like the same thing, right?
I actually remember when you told me this, and I started looking at my textures because I got a few in my bag, and I was like, I started like seeing, I was like, oh, what am I wearing? Oh, black shirt. Yeah, okay, I'll do a black line. But then I was just like, no, this is too much.
No,
this is too much.
It gets in my head, man. And
You got to have all the Sharpies.
I do. Well, I did, and then at Mandurah I lost them. So I've now replenished my stock of Sharpies, all the colours. And I only actually this time bought colours of the shirts that I actually own.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, no, that was from, Alex. And then once I'd heard that, now it's all stuck. Now I've got this massive superstition. So I have to have the coloured line, I have to have the coloured shirt, and I have to have the coloured Powerade or Gatorade. Yeah. The worst thing is when you go into the pro shop, they don't have the colour Powerade that you're wearing. And then what do I do?
It's game over.
Well, the game's over. I can't play well. That's it. Mentally, and we all know golf is so mental.
So I know when I've got you in match play, then I'm going to go in and buy all the Powerades.
They've always got blue.
Yeah. Okay.
No matter where you go, they've always got blue.
Blue or red. Blue or red.
I have to have backup shirts in the car.
Oh, man.
But yeah. So just to finish off on you, obviously, what do you love most about golf? What is it?
I think I touched on it in my speech at Gosnells, and it's probably just how it brings people together from all walks of life. Like I said before, like seeing clients who are, 70 to 75 still playing, and you can chat to them and say, oh, you're a member here, you're a member there, and then you see other people and they're just walking through Woolies and they got a TaylorMade hat on, or they've got a FootJoy shirt, and I'll be like, oh, how'd you hit it? And they'll be like, oh, not too bad.
It's so funny you say that, because I do. I'll walk through shops, or you'll be somewhere and you see a Titleist hat, and the first thing that I think of is like, what's his handicap? What does he look like?
Yeah. Isn't it funny? Because I feel like sometimes as well when you look at people and you're like, I don't know how good he'd be, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I play for 3, and you're like, god damn. Okay.
Yeah. And those guys,
all the gear, no idea.
Yeah, but those guys off 3 normally as well, always like, oh yeah, just a 3. So yeah, just a 3.
Yeah, I know. No, I think just how it brings people together. That's my main thing, and the camaraderie, and it's cool how you can you can play individually, but then there are also the other, like you've got your 2-ball, your 4-ball, all that sort of stuff. I mean, some of my best friendships, I consider you one of my really good friends now, and like how we've gone into business with this, and it was so I think it's pretty special how it can bring people together. I think sport does that in general.
Yeah.
But
this is a different level, right? Like when you're playing sport, like you're on a footy field, you're not standing there talking about, oh, how's the family and how's this and how's that. Yeah.
When I first started, and it's stuck with me for such a long time, and it always will, is my mate who got me into golf was a guy called Aaron Stevens, and he's back over I caught up with him. Oh, it'd been 7 years, and I just caught up with him when I went for that Melbourne trip for that wedding, and he said to me, he goes, Jimmy, you'll find out more about a bloke or a guy or a girl, whoever it is, in that 4 to 4.5 hours playing golf than you will if you went out to a pub, if you went on a night out, because you can see emotions, like, do they chat back to you? Like, what's their temperament? Like, if they're playing well, are they up and about? If they're playing bad, are they down? What sort of person are they? And I think like it's rung so true.
You can't
So true.
You can't hide on a golf course. Like it's that's a whole nother level of mental control to control those emotions and everything. You can't hide as a person on a golf course.
No.
Things aren't going well, like
Yeah. Well, everyone can see it.
Oh, yeah.
So then they look at you like, how are you gonna handle yourself? So
Yeah.
I think we've got some other stuff to discuss, but that's a big thing. The mental side of it. Like you can go and practice at the range and hit a million balls and stuff like that, but what's between your two ears is probably your biggest tool in your bag.
I'm a massive advocate for that. For me, how my golf got better was purely really focusing on that mental side and trying to control that.
Yeah.
Because skill only get you so far. Well, that's a lot about Jimmy.
It's a lot about Jimmy. It's all about Jimmy. That's what everyone says. So that's what Tash says to me. She says, it's all about you. I guess, yeah, well, questions reversed for yourself. Middle name, alternative, any name stories?
Yeah, I do actually. My middle name's Philippe. I've got other middle names because being Portuguese, they throw every name at you under the sun. So it's Ruben, Philippe, Costa Pereira, Martins. It's this long-ass name that,
Portuguese. You love Nando's, eh?
I actually do, but Vanessa hates it. So
really?
Never have Nando's. It sucks.
Oh, Ness, no good.
Yeah,
Are you spicy? Are you a spicy man?
I never used to be, but I am now.
Yeah,
I was always mild. Now it's like, but then Nando's spicy's not. I don't know.
I'm sort of like, I'm a mild man. I don't want to ruin my food with spice otherwise.
Yeah. Fuck, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, I know.
Another time. But yeah, no, my parents were supposed to call me Charles. So I don't know how that. Yeah, I don't know how that would have gone.
Charlie.
I don't see him. Like you see someone that's like, oh yeah, that's a Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Nah, you're not a Charles
or a Chuck. I'm just not. That doesn't. No.
Off Gossip Girl, Charles.
Oh, I think Chucky. I'm like, I'm a bit of a Chucky sometimes.
Yeah. What do we got? Age? How old?
38. I'm pretty sure. Born in 86. So you really do stop counting after 30.
4 years. Yeah, 4 years my senior. So
yeah.
Obviously, you just mentioned your partner Vanessa. You got a couple of beautiful young girls.
Yeah, Mia and Jessie. Yeah. They are a handful, but they're also very, very beautiful girls. Very blessed.
Yeah,
very blessed.
I think you have one pet.
Yeah, I got a cat.
Crazy ass cat.
The crazy's not, but the crazy cat lady that owns her is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ness, love you. You've obviously seen our cat. If I get the opportunity, I'll see if I can take a photo and put it up on the video. But Vanessa shaves it to look like a little lion. So
I know. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, this is strange or wrong, but
Vanessa hates hair around the house.
Yeah.
And, I'm one of the hairiest people in the house.
Yeah.
So she's already hating me. Yeah. And then the cat, no one's safe in it.
No one's safe.
Vanessa wants something and she wants to get something done. That's it.
She gets it.
You're in trouble.
Love it. We love you, Ness. Golfing. Oh, sports is job.
So I run a panel and paint shop as my day-to-day job. Been doing that for a very long time. Yeah.
Yep.
Perth drivers, no good. Good for Ruben.
Yeah, good for Ruben,
yeah,
especially out here on South Street. Lots of Barneys.
Oh yeah, we hear him every day.
Lots of job. Sports as a junior.
Yeah, so I didn't come into golf as a junior. I was heavily into football, or like soccer.
The proper football. Proper football. Yeah, I can understand that. I got a bit of English in me, so proper football.
Well, my parents put me in from a very young age. I think I was 5 or 6, and played football for such a long time. And
you're a striker, eh? I can already tell.
Yeah,
punts. You go down like a sack of shit.
Never used to. But the rules are there. You play within the rules. If you feel the little touch, it's an easy goal.
Yeah, sack of shit. Exactly.
No, I was centre mid for a very long time, but then I got so sick of running up and down because centre mid, your job is the ball goes that way, you go that way, the ball goes that way, you go that way. Yeah. So no, I ended up being a striker and really enjoyed that. Played some higher level soccer, which was really good.
Yeah.
In WA, that was good. But then golf, I didn't get into golf until I think it was, I don't know, mid-20s, probably same as you.
Yeah.
Just looking for something different. I couldn't play soccer anymore because it just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Life got in the way. So
takes a toll. I remember when I played footy and I was like 21 and I'd see guys who were like my age now have like chippy businesses.
Yeah.
And they'd just do hammies and calves and just be bashed around and then just like drink like 15, 20 beers on a Saturday and then roll around to work on Monday. And I'm just like, how do you put your body through that? Like, so honestly, the ACL for me was like almost like it was shit, but it was a blessing in disguise because I found out about the arthritis. But I just, probably similar to you, like with your like the body just like it can't cop it for that.
Yeah, I was never an injury prone person. I never ever really got injured, but it was more so like from playing the certain levels that I'd played, and then having this massive break.
How high? What were the levels?
So we played some state football. Tried out for, at that time it was Future Glory.
Yeah, cool.
To try and get into the Glory Reserve. They had this program going on to get, you know, good footballers from WA, young kids, to sort of start going up that pathway.
Yeah.
But really, I hit 18, got my driver's license. Alcohol, you know,
women,
same old story, and then just took off for like 5 years, and then someone asked me to come play for a team that they'd started up. And I went and played striker, and mate, I could not run. Like what my brain knew I could do, my body was like, "You're dreaming."
Yeah.
I think I played 10 minutes and asked to be subbed off.
And then the golf. That's where the golf journey began.
Pretty much, yeah. Then I was looking for something different, so then the golf journey started. And the golf journey, it's a funny one. I actually got invited to a corporate day, and I was like, "Golf,
Love a good corporate day."
yeah, well. This one I will never forget because it's what really got me stuck into golf. The guys that I played with, they were all like 2-3 handicappers. I got invited to this through work, and I'd rarely like ever gone and played golf. I might have had a little bit of fun at the driving range, and I just remember being so embarrassed. These guys are like striping it and hitting these awesome shots.
That's how I feel when I play with you, mate. Just so you know.
Oh yeah. I think so. But anyways, yeah, no, these guys were just awesome. And then I was so thoroughly embarrassed, and being so such a proud person, and you know, playing that level of soccer and all the rest of it, I was like, there's no way I'm letting this game defeat me. No way at all. So then from there, it was just, that's it. It was, I'm making this game my bitch.
How many years now?
I mean
10?
Yeah, like
over 10.
Yeah, definitely. But like, I guess taking it seriously has definitely been since after 30. So probably the last 8 years has been like, I'm really, really super committed to being good at this game.
4 to 5 for that were just a bit of fun.
And
invited
just,
out with the mates.
Yeah. But then, we're all the same. We're all so competitive. And then, you know, the circle of friends I had at the time, we all just sort of ran with golf and took off with it. So
it's crazy how it all works. Hey,
yeah, man. Yeah. But current handicap is, I think it's 7.1 or just floating in the 7s at the moment.
Yep.
The lowest I ever got to was 4.9. But it's hard to stay there if you don't practice.
Oh shit, yeah. I think I mean, well, we can go down a rabbit hole with that, can't we? But
yeah,
we'll leave that for a bit.
That's for another episode.
Yeah. Home course member at Melville Glades.
Yeah, Melville Glades. Yeah, currently doing a bit of coaching lessons with Luke as well. Luke's been brilliant. I get along with him so well, so it's really easy.
He's relatable.
Definitely.
Important.
And I really like that when I'm not swinging it well, I'm being stupid, or you know, I'm not doing what he's expecting. He's like, "Rubes, that's shit." And he tells me to my face. And I definitely receive that better. I hate being told that I'm not good at something or something like that, because it's like, well, hang on a second, I am, and I will be. So I like that. Whereas when you get people that, oh yeah, that's okay, that stuff doesn't work. But I've tried. I've had a few different coaches in that 10-year window. But yeah, Lukey's been really, really influential, really good.
I think he's doing a few things for our TGC guys now.
Yeah, some clinics. We've got some
cool,
of that stuff to come next year as well, which would be good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
I guess same thing. Last question. What do you love most about it?
Similar
to my answer, I guess. Right.
I guess golf for me it's a massive escape. Like I'm always on the go with work, obviously with TGC, with the kids, with Vanessa. It's my family. I'm always on the go. Yeah. So when I actually get out on the golf course, I get this massive relief. Even when I'm playing a competitive round, it's just me, the golf course. I don't have to worry about anything else. I can just play, and I love that golf does that for me.
Yeah, it's funny that, because I sort of like resonate with that massively, because you could be, having a fight with your partner, or something's gone shit at work or whatever it is. But I think as soon as you tee that little white pill up and you hit it, boom, all your problems, like, just for that 4 hours, that 4.5 hours, like, go out the window, which is crazy. It's quite crazy.
I found myself like just standing on the golf course sometimes waiting for someone to hit a shot, and I'm seriously just taking in the sounds.
Yeah.
Looking at the trees.
It's tranquil.
Oh, love it. And then, I go home and I go back into work mode. I'm a workaholic, busy dad. Yeah. It's my release. I need it. I can't. And I think it's good because Vanessa really, she sees that too. So yeah, definitely get the best of me once I've had a round of golf.
Yeah, 100%. I love it. That's the same as Tash probably too. So
yeah,
I guess that's a bit about us guys. But we're gonna roll into another segment here and chat about what do we got.
Being as busy as I am, I know you watch a lot of golf.
Golf nerd. I love it.
Mate, I don't have the time. I just see the snippets now on the news, so I don't even know who's doing well. I think I saw Rory did okay on the weekend. Is that right?
Yeah, he actually won the last tournament of the year, the DP, like the championship, and then actually won the whole race. So that's my favorite. Yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Like, I actually think about this the other day. I was like, thank God, like Tash likes golf, because otherwise I'd be screwed. She always says to me, she's like, oh, what do you want to watch? And I'm like, you know what I want to watch. Like, don't ask silly questions.
I put it on at my house and it gets turned off just as quick as it gets put
turned on. Yeah.
It's, do we have to watch this? Oh, no.
Nah, but what have we watched lately? I mean, yeah, I really enjoy watching the Asian tour and sort of like the Challenger tours, because I think for me, it's like I like to see who's up and coming. So one that I've been following massively, who did really well in the Australian PGA last year, was David Micheluzzi from Melbourne.
Oh yeah,
Mika, yeah. He's awesome. And I've followed him through the DP, because he got his card and he's on the DP World Tour now. And he actually did really well this season. So it's cool to see the Aussie guys like get better and their journeys as well.
Yeah,
not sort of just stick to your like Brooks and your Rory and your seeing some guys battle for their card and that sort of stuff. Like,
yeah, I've seen Hayden Barron. He's been up there. He's been doing all right too.
Yeah, he's been doing all right. He just can't like he'll always throw up like a 73 or 74. And
yeah, but then I think I saw like a 63 or something.
Yeah, but just I guess it's just so competitive that if you do have that one round where you can't get it done, it's so crucial. It's so cutthroat, man. Like, people think like, oh, if you're a scratch handicapper, like people who don't know golf, if they think you're a scratch handicapper, they're like, oh, why are you not on the tour? And you're like,
it's completely
like,
different level.
Yeah, and that's what we said before about like it's what goes on between your head, because all these blokes have the talent. They're all +6s. Minimum. They're all playing off +6.
Yeah, minimum.
Which is crazy to think you're going to get 6 birdies. And that's what your handicap is. Like, that's unreal. But it's your mental strength, and that's what I like seeing. I don't like watching golf where the scores are like 24, 25 under. That's boring. Boring as batshit. I like seeing the challenging, like the Open, or when it's windy. Yeah, like at St Andrews or at Royal Liverpool or whatever it is, and it's like the wind's blowing a gale and that sort of stuff. That's the stuff that excites me. When a good round is +1.
Yeah, I've watched rounds before, and I think, you do get turned off to it when you see, like, the lead, 2 holes to go, they're 28 under or something stupid. Yeah. It's like, what sort of...
It's boring. Driver, fairway, green in reg, 1-putt birdie. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, that doesn't excite me. I've gone off the PGA. Like, it's probably nothing to do really with the live stuff. Like, but it was just, I more watch the younger guys, and then I love the DP, because they go all over the world. So you get to watch those courses like this with Swiss Alps and all that sort of stuff, like just the scenery and that. I think that's where I draw Tash in, because she likes to watch all that stuff. So
see, Vanessa's like, she's a party girl from back in the day. So she sees Lives golf and she's like, wow, is that what golf's always like? It's like,
well, I went
recently.
It did. It was, but I went to Live this year, and it was a great experience. You can definitely do that party side of it. We were on the party hole on the last day, but then on Saturday we just had the general admission, and we just walked around and watched a few groups, and it wasn't so, because they do the shotgun start, it's actually a really good format, because not everyone's on one hole. Like, everyone's on it. So there's room to move, and you can actually. Yeah, I remember I was standing there, and like not many people will know this, and if you do, you're a golf nerd like me. But Jason Kokrak. So exactly, you're like, who?
I know Kokrak. I know. I can see what he looks like, but I never watched him.
Big tall American, and I saw him crush this four iron, and the sound it made, like that was the first like tournament that I'd been to and watched, and the sound that made, I was just like, oh my god,
they're different.
Like, we're in for a treat. So it was good. But for me, it's I could watch golf for hours and hours and hours.
I used to be like that. I used to watch a lot of golf, especially like just before Live sort of came in. But then, I don't know, like I feel like I'm one of those people where this whole thing's now put some sort of, I don't know, divide. Yeah. Like I'll watch Live, but then watching those guys play, I don't see the willingness to win like you see on the PGA Tour. Some of those guys have just got in there, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, they have no money, they need to make the cut, they need to win. Yeah. And then you watch the Live guys and they're just like living it up.
Yeah.
And I don't see that willingness to win from them. Whereas the PGA guys, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched enough of the PGA recently. Just not understand it, but more. It's tricky. I think like as soon as you cross that white line, like there is that you've got to be competitive. But I also know what you mean in regards to the money at the moment in that what do you call it, in that competition is like if you're winning, you win like 2.53 million. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like if you win one comp, then you might be okay for the rest of the year. So yeah, I know what you mean. Like how much are you putting into it, or if you're not gonna, not stress about, there's no cuts and stuff like that. I mean, it's a different format. We're just gonna see what keeps happening, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's almost like the dinosaurs are starting to move towards live. I don't know. There hasn't been much action there though. Like I haven't seen too many people moving over there, and
they need to get it on on proper telly. Once they get it on like on a KO or something like that, people because my fingers are just boop, 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 KO, boop, 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 KO. They know exactly how to get there from the TV remote. So, but getting on YouTube and then finding like 7+ and 7 it's it's easy, but it's difficult. If that makes sense.
No, I get you. I totally get you. I think when I watched
creature of habit.
Creature of habit. No, I get it. And people want everything to be easy.
Yeah.
I think when I tried to watch it earlier this year, and I wasn't at home, had to download the 7+ app. Then had to create a seven accounts.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's like, by that point, I'm like, I don't want to watch it anymore. Yeah. This is annoying.
Yeah, exactly. So
moving on, we'll talk about obviously some of our own stuff with the TGC Cup Race Championship. Obviously, you guys are in the room with 2 champions, by the way. But the most recent champion, Mr. Jimmy, and at your home course where everyone was sitting there going, "Oh, the pressure's on you, mate."
Yeah, I felt like the pressure was on, but it's it was just to be able to see that because I've been in a few moments like that, like, and these are only like social things anyway, like they're not like PGA or fucking.
But they're relative to us.
Yeah, correct.
For what we do, they're relative to.
Yeah, correct. Like you want to, like you want to have those titles, and you want to be able to know that you can be a big game player and stand up in those moments. But I've definitely been there over the last like 2 to 3 years, and to be able to like close it out or just play well was pretty cool. So especially with the group that I had, like guys that no one was above a 5. I think it was like 5 5 handicap, and then Paulie was playing off like a +1 or something stupid. And they were all hitting at 300. So, but I just knew what I had to do. So no, it was good. It was good. Obviously there's a video out, so I won't like delve like too deep into it, but no, it was nice. It was nice to play Gozzies. That was obviously a bonus, but yeah, copped a lot of flack. I think a lot of people trying to get in my head, but it was good. It was good fun.
Yeah. Oh, I think like part of it too is people trying to get in your head because they're trying to climb the ladder too. They want to get themselves up there. So yeah, any pressure they can put on you to make it harder for you, they're going to do it.
Yeah. So, but no, we prevailed. It was good, mate. So I was very, very happy. Got the trophy in the room now. So starting building the cabinet, I think.
No, well done. I am glad that you got. I know you put a lot of work in this year, also in your body. You took a lot of it seriously, which is really great to see. And I think not even just you. It was good to see a lot of the members they take this whole series seriously. And I think when we first started it was kind of like, we're all competitive. We want to jump into some competitive golf, and then. Next thing you know, it's like, hang on a second. Like,
if you're doing this, I'm doing this.
Yeah, and then,
Well, it was funny, last night, no joke, Joshy Giacopo was in his Normatic pants, in his compression pants.
Really?
Sent me a photo. I didn't post it on the chat because I didn't want to stir him up. And then he was in the sauna. And I'm like, mate, it's all happening.
They gave you shit.
You win. If you win, then everyone coffees the winner. So, but no, it was a really good year. So it was a good year, good fun, plenty of bands. I know we've got a couple of like notes down here on who we thought improved and played well and stuff like that.
That's what I was going to touch on. Like I know, like at Gosnells in particular, I played alongside Jordan Lloyd, and I've been watching, obviously doing all the scores and everything. I'd see who's doing well and who's not. And seeing Jordan and his improvement this year has been awesome. He's come leaps and bounds. He drove the ball so well when
he hits it far, eh? It actually shits me.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? He actually does have the total package, and you can tell he's been putting in the work. I know he's been doing some work with Luke. I think towards the back he had a couple of holes that he made a few mistakes on, but his handicap's going to come crashing down real quick. He's really, you're definitely going to see his name up on the leaderboards next year.
Yeah,
he's a pleasure to watch too. I really like watching him play and playing alongside him.
Yeah.
Nice bloke. Liam's another one. Liam
Chatterbox.
Yeah, but you know
Big
what?
boy.
It all comes from a good place. Liam loves his golf. Like he's
he's
so
really
competitive.
good. Yeah.
Like he has got a competitive spirit, unlike no other. Like he just
I know. He took me to Wembley last week. Took my money off me as well.
and he loves it too. Eh?
Yeah, he does.
He loves it.
Loves it.
No,
Yeah.
but he's put on a lot. He's put in a lot of work. I've been working a little bit with him too. Like, you know, I'm not a coach or anything, but he's trying to get down to singles as you are. And I remember there was
Hey,
definitely
don't coach him too.
No,
That's our bet, mate.
there's a few. Like I remember there was definitely a few major key points that I focused on to get me there. And I remember like 13 to 10 handicap. It's hard to get off that handicap.
Oh, shit,
It
yeah.
is so hard. For
Yeah.
whatever reason, it feels like you're there forever. But you do get there. But yeah, it's a few tweaks. And funny enough, a lot of them are more up there than they are actually like swing related. So
Oh, massively.
yeah, Geordie Walker, who
Represent.
yeah,
Yep.
he beat Brody in the match play semi final. He's another
Broads.
one. Yeah.
Struggling a bit, big broads.
He is. Brody's got the game, but I think he's got a lot going on, obviously, with his life and his work and all the rest of it. But Brody's got game. If Brody could believe in himself a little bit more, he could play 3-2,
Yeah.
1 easy.
Yeah, yep.
He's got that game. I love watching him play too. Awesome swing. But for me in
fella
TGC,
too.
yeah,
Good fella.
he's got like the nicest looking swing. Love it.
Yep. Who else is on here?
Well, putting in work, I know we go to the range almost every Wednesday night with a couple of the guys, a couple of other members.
Yep. Big Drewser.
Drew's is, yeah, man. But are you playing left-handed or right-handed? Drew swings it both ways. He's got both sets of clubs. He doesn't know if he's coming or going with one or the other. He's got strengths in both. He's also another one. I think he's just trying to dial in. He's trying to find what's working, and he's just going to.
I think you got to stick with one thing and just roll with it. So,
Yeah, yeah. But I think he's playing left-handed at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm sure he'll correct us. Was there any lessons in particular, I guess this year, anything you learned in particular that really improved your golf?
Probably a lesson within myself was I went to Dave at Putt Lab and like did a couple of things with him. But I think what not unless you're starting the game brand new, and you haven't got any habits, like then get taught and you can be manipulated a certain way. But I was putting really, really well. Then I went and saw him and he wanted to change my grip and a few different things. And I just was so uncomfortable. And like my putting's it's my number one thing in my bag. Like it's where I score. Like people would, like the boys say to me, if you couldn't putt, you would be fucking off like a 26. And it's so true. It's so true. So,
Yeah.
but I just actually tweaked something just with my grip and just felt, and I was like, you know what? That's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I feel comfortable with. And yeah, haven't really looked back. So that's probably the only really sort of thing. And then he's been working on a bit of stuff, like just a new path. So, but that's just going to take time. That's just going to take time. But yeah, nothing really sort of major stands out. Just that putting one where I went a bit,
Bit too much.
and then I was like, no, just come back to what you feel comfortable with and commit with that. So
I had a similar lesson with Dave, and Dave's brilliant at Putt Lab. Honestly, if you haven't already, you need to go see him because he's really, really good.
Yep.
He knows exactly what he's talking about. Very similar thing, changed my grip, all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've been getting lessons for a long time, so I know like when you do get that uncomfortable feeling, it's working. That
Yeah,
means
it's
you're
a good-
doing
it's a
something
good-
right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like I remember he changed my grip more underneath and all the rest of it, and I couldn't putt to save my life for like a couple of weeks. And I, again, just through being down that rabbit hole before, I was like, I'm going to stick to it. And now it's subconscious, that grip is like grooved in.
yeah. Same. Just the finger slots in and it's
Yeah. But the thing is, you have to commit. And this is where a lot of people go wrong, I think, with lessons, right? They go get a lesson and then they're swinging it horrible after that. They just can't play. Like, it's like, because the coach is obviously, you've gone there to have something fixed. The coach has
correct.
now thrown you out of whack because you've gone to him for that reason.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
fix what's going on. So you're not going to go out on the course and swing it awesome. It's not a magic fix. It doesn't work like that. So
it's a time thing. It takes time.
It does.
Not unless you're gonna hit 500-600 balls a week.
Yeah.
You're not going to. I think you got to understand expectations as well. That's a big thing. Actually, that's a good lesson. That's what I learned this year is understanding expectations.
Yeah.
If I had a comp and I was 2 weeks out from it, one of our comps throughout the year, and I hadn't done anything, sometimes I would go into them and being like, oh, I played really well 2 weeks ago. So I want to, if I don't hit 36, I'm going to be disappointed. and I'd hit 29 and I'd be like, fuck, like why am I? And then then Clarkey brought me back. He's like, man, you got to realize what your expectations are. And then I went out and probably a pivotal point in the year was played the cut and I shot 40 points and I had 0 expectations.
It's always the best way.
And I was like, wow, okay, like my hips got, you know what I mean? Like, so I think expectations of what level you are.
Yeah.
Don't, just because you're playing with, you know, a good example is Scotty, my offsider, and also my friend now who's just recently got into it, playing off a 32. Like in his mind, he's 18. And I'm like, you're not there.
We've all been there, Scotty.
I was like, yeah. I was like, enjoy your 32 because once you get down, it is hard, you know.
Yep.
So, but also understand what your expectations are. Like I think that is a big lesson. Like if you haven't practiced your putting, don't expect to go out and make one putts from 10, 12, 15, 20 feet. Just get the ball close, tap it in. If you haven't hit your driver, play your fade or play your draw, whatever it is. So expectations, I think, on yourself are a big thing.
Yeah. I think going back to actually Dave at Putt Lab, my own particular lesson that I learned this year was the whole green reading thing. I didn't know how much it could actually teach me. I was just trying to get a gauge of like what's this whole tour read stuff, and it's like I'm such a maths. Like I was good at maths in school, and I'm like a mathematical geek on the putting green now.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah,
the amount of putts I've had where I would normally have underread it, and then I use what Dave taught me, his method, and I look at that putt line that I've calculated, and I'm like, there is no way this is going in.
Yeah,
and
you've hit it.
I hit that line because it's like, no, you paid to go to the lesson.
You got to trust it. You got to trust it. Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Yeah,
that's up here. That's up here.
The amount of times I've hit it, and it's got, straight away, honestly, within the first 2 foot of that putt, it's going in. You can just see it. You can just see it. And every time.
Good feeling.
And people are like, oh, what a great read. I said, honestly, go get those green reading lessons. They are
Go
phenomenal.
see David.
That's not a paid sponsorship thingy either. That's legit from me. Yeah, amazing. Transformed me. I think we'll go through some updates actually for 2025 for what's coming for TGC. Massive year planned for the Golf Collective and their members. So Golf Genius, everyone's got their opinion of Golf Genius.
Yep.
Look, MyScore do such a great job. Their app, it is a great app. The interface is really easy to use, all the rest of it. For us, in particular, the functionality that we need to run the season leaderboards and all the rest of it, the daily social scoring.
Need more background.
Yeah, we need what Golf Genius has for us. So we have to persevere with the interface that Golf Genius has. And now it's not that bad. It's just if you're someone who doesn't like to see your score mid-round, Golf Genius is perfect because it's literally your name, a little dot to tell you if you get a stroke or not, and then you put your score in.
Yes.
That's it. It is like so little information.
Yep.
I've always said if Golf Genius and MyScore had a baby, it would be a powerhouse golf app. But anyways, Golf Genius, I recently caught up with Tim from Golf Genius and he said finally the app is getting a massive overhaul. There is a big release coming. I think it's a 3 or 4 stage release. So by the end of this year, the app will have notably different outlook. It will look different for the user.
Yep.
And then a whole bunch of new features coming that will get released.
Confuse everyone.
Oh, yeah. It'll get released every quarter. But from what I've been told, people will really like it because they, obviously MyScore again, have done a great job. They're going to sort of make it so it's comparable and easy to use. Yeah. So really exciting times from Golf Genius. Looking forward to that. New formats for next year. So we are going to have obviously our cup race season, which is going to run like normal.
Yep.
A heap more events. So it'll still be your best 6 that count, but people will get more opportunities to play.
Which is good.
Yeah.
44 this year, hey?
44 events. Not all of them are going to be single events, individual events. I think maybe 25%. They're going to be a mixture. There's some 4-ball best ball. There's some combined Stableford.
Yeah. There
is some 4-ball Ambrose, 2-ball Ambrose. We've got our match against Kareen as usual.
And that won't be, I remember, because a few people were putting an asterisk on this year. If you won the Ambrose events this year, that would go to your score. So they're not going to be in it next year.
Next year,
you're on your own.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
The whole premise behind it, I suppose, is we do have a lot of new golfers that have come into TGC.
Yes.
Who probably aren't quite ready for competitive golf. And I mean, it's no secret, a lot of our events, they're competitive, especially the individual series. But now with the 2-ball series, the 4-ball events, all that sort of stuff, it's going to invite the beginner golfer who wants to come into competition to see what it's all about.
Yep.
And make them feel comfortable. So we've got, a number of events that are going to be so much fun for people.
Wallet system.
Yeah, Golf Genius are bringing in a wallet system. So members will be able to deposit money into their account and they'll then be able to just pay for events and all other sorts of things. We can then reward people with money through their wallets. It's going to make things so much easier on our part, especially we've got a lot of guys and girls even trying to keep from their partners how much golf they actually play. They're like, can we pay in cash? So with this, yes, you will be able to pay in cash. You can give it to us. We'll upload it to your wallet and then you'll be able to buy entry to as many events as you want.
Yeah. Keep an eye on the website. That's where
pretty much there's the website. So even I know a lot of members don't actually realize that the members area that we have is pretty much like its own Facebook.
Yes, yeah.
It is.
I did check that out the other night, actually.
It's really good. There's lots of information in there, and you actually get rewarded for interacting in it. So there's TGC points, which you can use for discounts on events and membership, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Pretty much just use the website. You actually do get rewarded. Everything is in there. Referral bonuses. A lot of people also don't know that we give $20 per referral.
20 now. Shit, I thought it was only 10. $20.
No, $20.
Okay.
And
sign them up.
There's probably people going, oh, but I've referred like 4 people. Go on the members area, check your account. You'll see you have a little area there where you can withdraw that money.
Okay.
Yes. I think this is where the podcast is going to really come into its own as well, because a lot of this information does get put in the emails and this, that, and the other.
No one reads emails.
Who does? I'm probably the only one, really. And I'll sit there for like 2 hours because the format's wrong for something that no one reads.
I know. Oh, you're a good man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Patient man. And obviously a lot of top courses. I think we've got almost all the top courses involved next year.
Yes, very exciting. Very exciting. Yep. Some good events.
Yeah.
Some of our sponsors too. We've got some new sponsors.
Heaps of new sponsors. Again, something we'll release all that information close to the end of the year once we have everyone locked away. But lots of really good new sponsors coming on board that I think people will get excited about. It'll be really good. We'll move on to the next section. This is really good. We like to talk, obviously.
I love to talk. Tash said I'd have no problem with this, so no, I'm enjoying it. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. So this is our first one, and it's pretty raw, but
we're going to keep it raw. That's the whole point of it. We don't want to be too uppity about it. We want to keep it raw, but we also don't want to treat it like it's amber and walk out of here at 5 o'clock in the morning and go, oh, it's daytime.
Yeah. Jeez, showing your age there, mate.
You probably don't even know what it is. All right, the pulse of Perth golf. A lot's going on in Perth in the golf scene. Golf's obviously blown up massively. Golf courses, hard to get onto, like you touched on before. Tee times are at a premium. Golf courses now no longer even, you used to be able to just book yourself a slot and not have to pay. You have to pay now.
Yeah.
And the refund process, not easy, let me tell you.
Yeah, it puts a lot of people off, I think, that, but it is what it is.
But they're still filling up their tee sheet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like,
so the golf course is looking at it like, well, we're getting the guaranteed player.
Yeah.
So they're rocking up. And now you're having to do like with private clubs, when you're sitting there like, I want that 7 a.m. slot. You're waiting for their tee sheet to open. You're doing that on public courses now.
Yeah, it's crazy, hey. It's kind of the last like 3 to 4 years. Since COVID, really, it's exploded. But
it is good to see, because I think it's not, people probably looking at, they're making all this money. But how many of these courses are actually putting money back into facilities? Like you look at Hammersley, that's looking amazing. That is going to be such an awesome facility.
He's doing a mad job down there.
Yeah, hats off to the whole team down there, especially Clarkie. I know he's been working some real late nights and putting in a lot of hours. But that place, I think official opening is only a couple of weeks away. That
a bit of stuff after that, but the official, I think we've got there's a meet and greet night.
Yep,
there's a night for us down there, so that'll be nice.
That will be
good
some
fun. Content coming from that.
Definitely. Freo Public, massive things happening there. Belgravia Leisure has taken that over.
Awesome.
So talks of a massive new driving range, heaps of upgrades there as well. Whaleback recently upgraded their alfresco areas. I think there's driving range upgrades there too.
Yep.
What's the other one? There is another one that was putting in some upgrades. Can't remember. But anyways, what I was trying to get to is, they're getting all this money, but they are really reinvesting it back into the golf courses, which is really good to see.
Yeah. It is good to see.
So, really excited for Perth Golf. Also, the simulator facilities, they are popping up everywhere now, right? And you love simulator facilities.
I think we do, yeah. No, look, I mean, there's the ones like your pin hires, your out of bounds, all those sort of things. I don't know. For me, we're probably a little bit, like they're good. Don't get me wrong, but we're a little bit, I think we disagree a little bit. Like I don't think you get the full, depends what you want out of it, right?
Yeah.
It depends what you want out of it. But we were discussing this before and we were like, I don't know. I'm not massive on the Sims. If you just want to have a few beers and stuff like that, like and have a bit of a whack with the boys, then do it. But it's not it's not for me.
not for
I'm not a huge fan of it. So
I am the polar opposite. Like I love simulator golf. Well, like with Josh and Jim down at Pin High, what they've done with that facility with all the TrackMan bays. Oh, hallelujah! Like I love the numbers.
But do you go for stats or do you go to play 18?
Never. No. Okay, that's where I'll agree with you. Playing 18 on that's for a bit of fun. I can't take anything away from playing a round of 18 on. It doesn't matter what simulator you give me. I can't. The putting, it's never right. The depth perception, you just can't get it.
Well, you hit it into the bush and you've got a perfect lie.
Yeah, true.
On the AstroTurf.
Yeah, true. It's just I don't know. I'm again, like, go back to my superstitions. I can get really easily affected up there.
Yeah.
So I try to keep that away. But I'm big on, like, knowing path numbers. When you're trying to hit a draw, you got the feeling of a draw, but you're constantly hitting oh yeah, you wouldn't know. Well, let me tell you, when you're trying to hit a draw and you're constantly fading the ball, there's a discrepancy somewhere. It could be your path, it could be your face, it could be angle of attack, it could be a number of things, right?
I haven't delved. That's for a single digit handicap. I'm not quite there yet, mate.
You trust me, you will get there, and it will drive you mad.
That's what scares me.
You'll love it though, and you watch. Give it a year, 12 months. Mark my words. Watch this space. Jimmy will be like, "Man, simulator golf. We should have done this sooner." But knowing your numbers, and you know what? Take all the numbers away. Take away path, take away club face, all the rest of it. Knowing your distances is huge. You have to know your carry and your rollout. You have to know it. You want to get to single figures, it's non-negotiable. If anything else, you have to know your distances, especially
your short game
wedges.
Yeah.
So, and not just what do I swing my 54 at. What do I swing my 54 at on a full swing? What do I swing at a three-quarter swing? A 9 to 9, a 730. Everyone has their own thing, right?
Yeah.
What do I swing it when I choke down an inch? What do I swing it when I grip all the way down on the club? Like I have this little sheet, and a few of the guys that have played with me have seen it. I've got all these random distances written down on a spreadsheet that I carry around with me when I play, it's all there. So with my wedges,
you watched that from Rick Shields?
No, I think it was Bryson originally. I saw that he talked about he has all these different tolerances of 2 or 3 yards for him or whatever. He can dial different level, but he can dial it in. Yeah, he can hit it wherever he wants within that small tolerance. But you have to know that because they're your scoring clubs. If you don't have those distances dialed, you can't score.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I agree.
So if someone doesn't have more than one shot with their 54, you can instantly straight away know that they're not a single figure.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think for practice, simulator golf, yes, but I still feel like seeing the ball fly, like being out there with the wind and just the conditions and hitting off grass, man. Like mats are just
definitely, and I think that's where out of bounds would be really good for the South River people. Obviously, Pin High being North River, it's great, perfect facility for North River.
Not getting there though. Yeah, how to getting there.
Yeah,
the time to get there and that. So.
Yep, but they've got the 24-hour thing happening too now. So if you have a membership with them, you can access it anytime with a little gym pass thing. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't.
24 hours. So TrackMan, 24 hours. 1 o'clock in the morning, go down there, which is perfect for me. Kids go to bed. Vanessa goes to bed. What can I do for 2 hours? Oh, I'll drive to Osmond Park.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah. Play golf for 3 hours. But yeah, no, simulator facilities popping up everywhere. There is another one that is apparently opening up, hopefully within the next year or two. There'll be more information around that. But they're at the approval stage.
Watch this space.
Yeah, that's going to be huge as well. Very north the river though, so Yanchappie way. We are actually pretty spoilt with Perth and the golf courses. Like there are some really nice. Meadow Springs, amazing. Joondalup, always a good course to play. Although
the cut
expensive, the cut's amazing. I still haven't played the cut.
I know. You mentioned that to me the other day when we had our round. You were like, I've actually never played, and I was like, damn.
No, I see all the photos, and it's funny because I look at the photos and I'm like, they can't be in WA.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's also tough when the wind's up. It's tough. But it is a nice course. Very aesthetically pleasing, especially once you get past hole 1. Then you're along the coast for 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah,
so beautiful. I'll take you out there, mate.
Oh, thanks. So we're nearly finished with this. I think we'll wrap it up with some life beyond golf. Have you got anything planned for Christmas, anything like that?
Man, this is a crazy time of the year, I think, for everyone. So, but with the lawns, it's growing season. So, but I'm gonna try and take the 23rd till the 29th off, and then mow a few in between the new year. But I'm just going to try and get as much golf in as possible, to be honest.
Yeah,
I know it seems like a simple answer, but we were going to try and sneak over to Melbourne, but I don't think it's going to work out. So yeah, just home, a bit of stuff with the family, bit of golf, going to enjoy the weather, take the dogs to the beach, all those sort of things.
Yeah,
so
nice.
what about yourself, brother?
We go away every year, same place every year. We go to Mandalay Resort for Christmas.
Yes,
so
I do remember that.
The girls love that. That place really is really good. It's a heaven for kids.
Yeah.
They love it. The massive water slide. And for the dads, we've got the Bomb Squad. Shout out to the Bomb Squad. You're probably not watching, but one day you will. Yeah. There's about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 of us dads that every year. I only see those guys down there.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool though. It's like a little community.
Cool. It is. Around about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon when the slide opens back up because they close for lunch. Yeah. The Bomb Squad rocks up.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. People who have been to Mandalay will know this, but have you been?
I think I used to go there when we were younger. Hey, yeah, it rings a bell. But
so at the end of the water slide, it's obviously a pool that you crash into, but then the road's like literally 1.5 meters, 2 meters away from the edge of the pool.
Yeah,
and
okay.
In that gap, there's a bunch of seats. Like day beds.
Yeah, okay.
And you can tell who the newbies are to Mandalay Resort because they sit there.
Oh, no.
And we see them. And it's funny because everyone that goes every year, they see and they're like, oh, should we tell them?
The Bomb Squad.
Mate. Okay. And then we're just one after the other and splashing water. The whole goal is not to make those people we don't want them to have a bad time. We're actually trying to hit water onto the road. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to see who can hit it the furthest. But if there's people there.
You're in the way. Unlucky.
Hey, I got me and Vanessa got sprayed the first year we went there, so it's almost like an initiation.
Yeah, into the Mandalay.
But yeah, no, the kids love it, so that'll be really, really good times. We've had some members. I asked a few members, look, give me some questions, just so me and Jimmy can rattle off. We had pretty much the same question every time I asked someone. They're all like, well, I just really want to know how to get consistent. I just want to play consistent golf.
Yeah.
And the really simple answer to that is we all do. And you can ask any pro, I think they're the same. I want to play consistently too. Yep. So it's all relative. And I think talking about expectation before, same thing.
Yeah.
Just set your expectations to a level of like, how often do you practice? Yeah. And what are you actually trying to achieve?
I think also as well, like ride the wave. When you're playing well, don't overthink it. Just like, don't jinx yourself and say, oh, I've found something. Just go out there, play, enjoy your purple patch because the dark days are only around the corner.
It does. You know how many times you played, right? And then you're striping it. And then you go play again and you're like, oh, I'm still playing good.
Yeah.
And then you play again, you're still playing pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you've got that feeling of, I've done it. I'm never going to lose this feeling. Oh my God, I can move on to the next thing. Just figured out golf. Yeah. And then the opposite reigns in.
21 points.
Yeah. And then you've lost it.
Yeah.
You've lost the feeling. You've lost the vibe. You don't know how to swing. You feel like your swing's gone.
It's just not a good time.
And you just feel like you're never going to get it back. It's funny. You're either, I've done it and I'm never going to lose it, or I've lost it and I'm never going to get it back.
Yeah. That is the number one question in golf, isn't it? It's like, how can you be more consistent? But I think it's like what we said before, just what are your expectations? You know, just be in your little bubble. If someone like you play off like a 6 or a 7, sometimes a 5. I'm a 13, so I'm not. We've had a lot of match plays and stuff like that, and you know, just be in your bubble. Just do you, do you, and don't worry about what anyone else is doing. And I mean, that's a life thing, right? That's not just a golf thing.
It's true.
That's pretty cool how that sort of stuff relates back to that. But
I think the biggest thing, if I had to nail it down to one thing, is pre-shot routine is probably for me. I might not be hitting it consistent, but if I keep my pre-shot routine consistent, my golf's consistent. Yeah, so, you know, I might be having a consistent miss, or I might be having a consistent, I don't know, shot shape, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But if my pre-shot routine's the same every time, that's it. There's my consistency. I know when I haven't committed to my pre-shot routine that, that's shots over.
If you do hit it poorly, and then there's a reason.
Absolutely. And you know what? I've hit it and I've gone, I did everything possible to hit that shot right.
Yeah,
I went through my routine.
You live with the result.
And you go, oh, well, because then you can move to the next one, put your routine in play, and then you hit the same one, but you hit it better.
Yeah. I think for me, pre-shot routine stuff, I've tried that a few different ways, but for me, I've got like a good solid foundation now. It's not the exact same every time, but it's very, very similar. But also, if I feel like a bit of anxiety over a shot or anything, now I'm just taking a big, deep breath in, big, deep breath out, and then hitting it and going, I've done like what you said, I've done everything I can. So
Yeah.
it's either going to be a good shot or a bad shot, but it doesn't matter. You walk up and you hit the next one.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Pro level is then having a post shot routine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just not even there. I just want to move on. I just want to keep going.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to wrap that up. And this has gone over time, but it's been really good fun.
Very good fun.
It's always good having a chat with you.
Yep.
I think what we got to do though is make sure we chat here and not half an hour before we actually start doing this.
Yeah, I know. There was a few stuff that but no, it's good. It's all a part of the learning curve, and yeah, this is something new and exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We appreciate you. We appreciate you listening and appreciate you guys.
All right, guys, we out of here. We'll see you on the fairways.
All right. Peace.
Peace.